Lots of things to talk about with the American Red Cross, and we've got the local executive director, Olivia Lusher, joining us, and we've got a lot to talk about. Let's start with the blood donations. We keep hearing there's a blood shortage. Is that true in our area?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, the ongoing pandemic has really made it difficult to have blood drives. People are either reluctant to come out, or we've had to cancel, unfortunately, due to staffing and just due to, the economic problems going on right now. But the shortage is still there, and Lima is so dedicated. Come out on a Tuesday and roll up your sleeves. We appreciate it.
All right. And of course, the blood shortage, I mean, it helps in so many ways with people needing surgeries and people with cancer. I mean, there's just so many uses for the blood that people, don't realize probably.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, tragedy isn't scheduled. So, accidents or labor, delivery for children, there's a lot of things beyond just illness. And unfortunately, coupled with the weather. So since January, and let's say the first week and a half of January alone, 20 or more, probably closer to 60 nationally, the blood drives were canceled. What does that mean? That's 2,000 blood supply units not collected.
Wow. All right. You've mentioned bad weather, and so many things happen during bad weather, from accidents to fires and things. And just, you guys are there. Be prepared, right?
We are, and I'm wearing a shirt today that says volunteer, and that's important because in our small communities, the best way to make a strong community is to have local presence for disasters. So I brought my bus. One thing we do it for free. It's called Hands Only CPR, and we can teach you how to do CPR on this bus. It's for free. I can come into schools, churches, businesses, you name it, we can be there. And also, it helps. We have a Be Red Cross Ready, and that's where we can come into, whether it's small daycares or schools or local businesses, and talk to them about how to be ready for bad weather. Right now we're in the winter, and then we'll get into flooding, and then we'll get into tornadoes. You name it, we can come talk preparedness.
Right, and part of being prepared, I assume, is like have a plan and know what to do, have people trained. I mean, just that kind of stuff that maybe you might not think about.
Absolutely. We often talk about, we call it the home fire campaign, but really what that is, that's when we provide the smoke alarms in homes, and we teach parents about a 2-minute plan. Everything we do is really try to prevent the tragedy. So I often say, if you need a smoke alarm, call us up. We'll come out, talk for 2 minutes about our plan, and get you prepared.
You said you're wearing your volunteer shirt. I assume the Red Cross is like one of those agencies where you can find a niche for whoever has something that, what their talent is, because there's so many different areas to volunteer for.
Absolutely. We have virtual positions for people who aren't ready to go back into the community, but we also have positions where people do go into the community. Our Pillowcase Project, Hands Only CPR, those are just to name a few. But the best way to support a local community is for our listeners to get involved. So could be a blood donation, or it could be helping a disaster action team member. So when there is a fire or there's an emergency, it is your neighbor helping you.
Right, yeah. A lot of good things. Olivia, thank you very much for joining us today.
Have a great day. Be safe.
Right. Don't go away. Noon Edition continues in a moment.
Hoops Friday Night is back every Friday at